Hello, I'm Henny from the Netherlands, and I want to give a quick review of the DTpropeller mini trike I bought a couple of months ago. As I said, I live in the Netherlands. I've been flying powered paragliders the last couple of years, and I usually like to fly my Skymax Starframe Atom 80. I'm a light guy. I'm usually between 75 and 80 kilos myself. As a spare I got a mini plane Top 80. Usually I fly, there's this big trike, the Airfare Diamond Evo, and the engine there, the Polini Tor 250 is in the back. But what I want is I want to decide in the last minute that I want to use a trike instead of foot start. Because when there's no wind, when I'm not feeling too fat, as said, I'm 60 years old, so sometimes running is, well, I'm a little bit exhausted, so, well, I like flying with my Luna 2. That's quite a fast wing. And so you gotta, before takeoff, you gotta run a lot. Fine. There are lots of reasons to swift the trike instead of foot start. So I was looking for a small trike, a light small trike that I could connect on either my Skymax or on my mini plane or whatever, and just can't take more than a couple of minutes. So I found on the internet the DTpropeller mini trike. As you can see, it's a very small and light trike. It's well manufactured. It's aluminum and carbon fiber, and you can order it with several sort of connections for several motors. So actually I had to modify it a bit because I want my Skymax Starframe on it, and so they delivered the connections for the Starframe, but I needed my motor a little bit more up front than was possible, so I drilled these holes over here, and so that are the points I use for connection. Well, what's quite funny is that with a motor on my back, my wing in front of me, I can carry the DTpropeller mini trike in my other hand. To connect the DTpropeller mini trike to your, in this case, Skymax Starframe, you need these bolts. It's quite simple, 4 of them, and it just takes 2 minutes. I'll put them on and I'll show you. Look, this is how and where the DTpropeller mini trike is connected. 2 on the back and 2 in the front. Actually, it's not quite the way it's meant to be, because we had to make some small adjustments, because I wanted my my motor weight a little bit more up front because of the hanging position of the trike. So I modified that a little bit. I modified it a little bit. Actually, I did some tests and some flights already yesterday. By the way, today is March the 2nd, 2025. It's one of the first spring days in Holland, the Netherlands, and it's quite flyable. The wind was coming from another direction yesterday, so I'm going to change to my other side of the field. And in the meantime, well, we can feel how the trike is holding when you're driving it on the ground. So, boop. So I know it works fine because I did it already yesterday, but and now I also got my wing on my lap, but it's gonna work. We'll see if it brings us to the other side of the field. Actually, now the wind is coming from a complete different direction. This might be... Okay, we're gonna go over there. I just took off in Friesland, the Netherlands, where I live. There's a field over there next to my house, and flying in the DTpropeller mini trike with my SkyMax automatic, and works just. I make this review. It's my third or fourth flight now so far with this trike. And I'm having good fun.